Hello and welcome back, my sweet ethereal friends. Week 2 of solo jazz. I'm still Finn. Same pronouns as last time, still on the pins. So, today we learned a couple more solo jazz steps. I'm sick right now, which is why I sound terrible, but don't worry about it. Steps that we learned this week. We did the going nowhere, going somewhere, which looks like this. Going nowhere, going somewhere. Very positive, fun move. You can also see it from the side. Going nowhere, going somewhere. Snaps optional, but highly encouraged. We expanded off of our boogie forwards from last week, which if you remember look like this. Boogie forward, boogie forward. Arms optional. You can also keep them really low. Boogie forward, boogie forward. And to back it up from that, we briefly talked about what a boogie back is, and then we didn't do that. We did drags instead. So, drags look like this. Boom, shoo, ha. Breaking it down, it's just weights here, drag this foot across the floor, kind of scoops, and I shift weight. And scoop, ha, ha, ha. Next, we did a lock turn and talked about the many ways that you can do them. You can jump into it, shoo, ha. You can do one leg around, shoo, ha. And talked about the way that you are just taking this foot, putting it some direction, switching the weight to your other foot, and using that foot to push around. It's easier to just do it, trust me. Exercises that we did in class, we did something called sticky floor. I told you all to imagine that the floor is molasses. So you're sinking into the floor, and it's pulling you into it. So your moves have to be very deliberate and kind of silky. That was really fun to watch. And then right after that, I told you all to dance as if you were in the clouds, like your beautiful cloud creatures, or maybe your thunder clouds. So we have a lot of like bright, airy movements like we're spinning. Really beautiful, the difference between gelatinous and then ethereal. And it was a good way to showcase that your style can permeate, your individual style can permeate throughout either. We did the same exercise that we did last week of the in the box, out of the box with partners, only we rotated partners this time around. And we discussed the differences of when I call out, when to switch who is in the box and who isn't in the box, and when you feel it out together. And we learned about the differences of connecting with the person that you're doing the exercise with versus someone else dictating, and the differences that felt. The last exercise that we did was a big, fun, improv-y clowning exercise where we all get in a big old circle. One person picks a face and a body movement. So for instance, and then everyone in the circle joins in the same way. And then me doing that picks a person, makes eye contact, and that new person jumps in and starts doing their facial expression and body movement, and everyone does it with them, and so on and so forth until everyone has spun in the circle. The rule with this, no vernacular jazz steps allowed. You have to make a silly face, and everyone has to mimic the silly face. You can practice it with your friends. And we ended out the entire class with another jam circle of everyone doing solo jazz steps in the center, clapping on the 2 and the 4, and encouraging everybody, and we had a real great time, and you did great. You got 2 more weeks of class left with me. Come on back next time. Let's have a real fun time.